What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steelers Rewind here on Penn Live. Nick Farabaugh here with you guys. Let's talk about the first padded practice, a physical one, but the defense dominating most of today. There were a few offensive highlights. Let's just get those out of the way because it's not going to be super long. They did win 7 shots. A really nice Jaylen Warren touchdown run, kind of churned on by his leg drive. Really nice catch by DK Metcalf on a corner route in the back of the end zone against Darius Slay. But receivers weren't really on point with Aaron Rodgers. DK didn't run a route flat enough one point. Smith dropped 2. Roman Wilson and him don't have that connection going. So it's obvious that things are still going on. The screen game even wasn't hitting. They weren't even completing the screen passes. Like there was one play, there was a mid-screen to Smith, and the ball just went way behind him. Some of it is drops. Some of it might be some Aaron Rodgers inaccuracy, but a lot of it is just they're not on the same page. So that's going to be something that is going to be built here over the weeks and the months, and something that's very important to watch. Team run was dominated by the defense. It just was. But O-line, D-line, one-on-ones I actually thought were mostly really good for the offense. I thought Troy Fautanu had 2 great reps against TJ Watt, and I thought that was really, really encouraging for Pittsburgh that Fautanu was having a really good day. I thought he had a good day in general. He had 2 runs where he kicked out the end, and Jaylen Warren and Caleb Johnson on separate runs scampered through for some nice runs. I thought that was really nice to see. Calvin Anderson had 2 good reps against Herbig and Highsmith each. So good day for the tackles. Dylan Cook even had a nice rep against Sawyer as well. So these tackles at least played well in those O-line, D-line one-on-ones. Backs on backers today. The linebackers came out with something to prove because these running backs got pulverized, and I don't think there's any other way to describe it other than pulverized. Malik Harrison ran through Caleb Johnson's face not once but twice, which I thought was extremely impressive, to be quite honest with you. Then you look at Peyton Wilson just kind of punking Kenny Gainwell twice. I mean, ran through him to the point where he was on his back on the ground. Mark Robinson put Evan Hall and forklifted him into the ground. I mean, this defense just came out with an attitude today. Mark Robinson was like a human missile, just smacking guys all around and putting his helmet into guys' chests. It was really physical for him. He came out here and wanted to prove something in his 4th season, and that he did. It was really, really nice to see Mark Robinson kind of have a strong day. I thought Peyton Wilson had a good day. I thought Nick Herbig had a great day. I thought Nick Herbig, in those team drills was just in the backfield every play. But I'll tell you what, I thought the big winner today was Joey Porter Jr. I don't really think it's close. He had 3 run stops and a PBU in the first team run. He had 2 PBUs in the next one. In the receiver corner one-on-ones, he was the corner that stuck out. Jalen Ramsey had his moments, but Joey Porter Jr. is putting together a very quietly great training camp. And I think that's great news for the Steelers. They know what Ramsey, they know what Slay can probably bring. What can Joey Porter Jr. bring? And I think they're figuring out that this guy, right now at least, has come with a renewed motivation and is playing at a super high level. The Steelers are doing some fun things schematically as well. Double A-gap mugs. And they're sometimes they're blitzing the linebackers, sometimes they're dropping out. So there's different things they're seeing there. They're stunting fronts. They're doing a lot different things on defense. On offense, they're running through different personnel groupings. Johnny Smith lined up in the backfield at one point. Pat Fryman was a fullback. They're moving guys around, doing different things. Bobby Trees played more with the first team than Roman Wilson did. That's the first time it's happened at camp, but Roman Wilson hadn't done much with his opportunities. Roman Wilson's most active day was today. He caught 3 passes on 2 crossers and then 1 on a curl route. So at least a good day for Roman. But there are things to learn here, and the offense definitely has to mesh more and more, and we'll see how that continues over the next few weeks. Defense coming out hot and continuing to look great. All right, folks, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell for more.